What's up, guys? I went ahead and got Toukiden today. Believe me, it was an ordeal. Right now, like I said, I'm lucky to get like 120 kilobytes download speed at home right now. The game is just about 3.3 gigs. As you know, 3.3 gigs is the maximum size that a physical Vita cartridge can be. So it's literally like as big as it could possibly be for a Vita game. I don't think there's anything that surpasses that limit. I went ahead and got it. I had to sit outside at the bus terminal, which for some reason has surprisingly fast and reliable, stable Wi-Fi. I went ahead and got the game today. So far, it's a pretty significant improvement over the original. The main problems with the original game was the grind was pretty intense, even for a hunting game. Hunting games are all about grinding, pretty much when you distill it down to its most, basic elements. But the grind in the original was really bad, especially since, it was the first game. It's a brand new IP. It didn't really have anything going off. He wasn't really going off of anything aside from some of the matamas or characters that are in the Samurai Warriors games, and even some characters from Orochi like Benkei. But it had laid a great foundation. It was just the AI was really bad too. If you didn't play the game when it was actually populated online, which was not for very long, trust me. I had the game, I got it about a month or two after it came out, and it was pretty dry. It was pretty hard to get an online match, and the AI just couldn't handle some of the more difficult missions. You pretty much had to, do like a call to arms with, if you had like real life friends or online friends to play it with to finish some of those missions, because the AI just couldn't handle it. The things that I've noticed so far is the grinding has been relaxed. There is a kind of Bloody Palace type mode, but it's like randomly generated. You can fight the large Oni, the large monsters there, as much as you want. You decide to leave when you do, when you want to, and you can get a bunch of drops from there. Also, there's a bunch of new things in the shop. It's just a really good improvement overall. The AI has been improved exponentially. Like, they actually put up a fight. For example, Hatsuho, the NPC that uses the chain and sickle, or the Kusarigama, she was terrible in the original because she did not use the aerial strings, which is the best part of that weapon. You definitely want to be using the aerial strings as much as you can. All the AI has been improved. They are smarter. They don't go down in one hit anymore, from what I've seen. That was a big issue in the original. They were programmed to basically, whenever you got incapacitated, they would immediately stop what they were doing and try to revive you. However, their defense was so bad, if the monster came over and hit them, they were pretty much done, and it was easy to get in an endless loop of just reviving the NPCs over and over. You no longer have to babysit them that often. The Unity Destroyer tends to, I guess, encourage cooperation, which is pretty cool, and teamwork. It's really powerful. Overall, the game is great. Whether you have a Vita, all three of you who have a Vita, or a PS4 and you're looking for something to play, I know Bloodborne is not everyone's cup of tea. It's definitely not my kind of game. Toukiden's a really good hunting game. I think you have to ignore a lot of what people say, the negative things about Toukiden. The first one was definitely rough around the edges, but for a brand new IP, it was a really solid game. A lot of people always compare it. It's inevitable. It will always be compared to Monster Hunter, simply because Monster Hunter used to have its home on the PSP a couple years back, and ever since Capcom has been teaming up with Nintendo to make Monster Hunter exclusive, Toukiden stepped in. But, obviously, Monster Hunter has been around for like a decade, and Toukiden's been around for a year, so I think it's got a lot of room to grow still, but it's a really excellent game. I think it's $60 on PS4. It's a full-price game. You get a lot of content. The story is pretty long. It's actually mildly interesting. The CG cutscenes are pretty sparsely arranged through the game. You don't really get them that often. Mostly just text cutscenes, not a whole lot of action. Don't expect, motion captured, Devil May Cry kind of cutscenes. The story's pretty interesting. There's a lot of content. The customization in the game is great. You pretty much have full control over what you want to focus on. If you want to focus on critical hits, you can do that. If you want to focus on breaking parts, If you want to focus on mobility, attack speed, movement speed, all of that, it's really cool. I've seen a lot of variation, a lot of variety in the builds, which is pretty cool. I mean, there are some cookie cutter builds. I definitely kind of stole some off GameFAQs when I couldn't think of anything, but the main reason for that was the grind in the game was pretty extreme. If you wanted to make a build like exactly optimized, it was kind of like Xenoverse. It took a lot of effort on your part, whereas here it's been relaxed. Thanks to the infinite missions, you get a pretty good chance to get a wide variety of matamas, which are the meat of your customization in your build. If you guys want to play with me, I will post my PSN in the description. In terms of me recording it, as far as I know, everything I have is working fine right now. It's just the internet is so slow, and the game is not really bite-sized. Some of the missions can take 10-15 minutes to finish. If I'm doing that, even at like 480p, it will probably take me quite a while to upload that. So we'll see what happens with it. I'm probably going to let the backlog play out. So I get used to the new mechanics. I get a pretty decent build. I plan on educating people on some of the builds that both I come up and the people on GameFAQs, the community, come up with. There's not really a whole lot of English information about Toukiden. The original obviously was Vita exclusive, which pretty much meant it was sent out to die. Only the hardcore people. It did come out about a year and a half into the Vita's life. I think it was about 2 years into the Vita's life for the other regions outside of Japan. It's a pretty big niche game. Obviously, the people who bought it for, they bought a Vita for the first party, American, or European AAA games had already left at that point. So I'm going to do my best to put a lot of guides out for it. You're just going to have to exercise some patience. Right now, I really don't have the patience to wait 10 hours for a video to upload, especially when it takes up all my bandwidth and I can't get anything else done. I could barely watch YouTube videos right now. So the good news is we are hopefully trying to get the ISP to come out and make a switch so we have better internet. It would be about I think it would be 35 down, 2 up. That would be about 3 times faster for my upload speed. That would mean a lot of things. That would mean more videos, I guess, maybe even 2 a day, depending on what's going on. Longer videos. One of the reasons my videos are so short and sweet is because I can't compete with people who have like crazy internet in like Sweden and other places like that. They can put up like an hour-long video in like 10 minutes. For me, that would take all day. So if it does happen, it will mean longer videos, maybe a higher density of videos or frequency. And I would be streaming more often. Right now, I haven't really been taking streaming seriously. I kind of just do it for fun because the quality is so bad. But if it does happen, I should be able to do around, I looked it up, seems like 1500 bitrate would be about what I could do, which is pretty close to HD as far as I know. That sounds pretty good to me, so I'll keep you guys posted on that. In the meantime, you can add me if you want to play Toukiden. The game does have crossplay, so all 3 of you have a Vita, you can obviously play with me, but if you have the game on PS4, you can play with me as well. However, I'm not really open to doing the opening chapters. I don't really have a whole lot to gain from there, unfortunately. The story is pretty long. It will take a while to get to the part of the game where the actual new content comes in. I will warn you, it gets pretty repetitive in the story, simply because there aren't that many demons in the game. Even with the palette swaps, there are only about, I think, under 20 monsters, maybe about 10 unique ones, so it gets pretty repetitive, but as soon as you start the Kiwami content, they give you a new monster right away, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow. Peace.